helping a friend with chronic illness. Now, things can get in the way of this that can make it a little bit difficult, and sometimes the help we think we're giving may actually be not helping or even unhelpful. So there's a few things, One is that sometimes we offer help because we feel we should offer it. We have this sense of duty, It's like we see someone suffering, we've been conditioned that it's kind of our job to help people in their suffering. There may be a gender component to this, I don't know particularly about that, but I imagine there could be. But either way, there's this sense of, I'm going to help, I need to help because that person's in need, and I'm going to not put my needs first, I'm going to put someone else's needs first. And then if that's going on, and we're not fully conscious of it, and we're not really attuned to our own capacity, it can well be that actually we're helping and we're a little bit resentful about the fact we're helping. So we kind of see the other person's need as an imposition upon ourselves. And of course this creates a kind of, a dilution. It's not quite a dilution, it's almost like bringing in a slightly toxic component. So this person is getting probably some real genuine emotional support, some care, some love, but it's also mixed in a little bit with like resentment. I shouldn't be having to help you, I'm not really available, I wish I was, blah blah. So this is kind of poison chalice effect. And there's this idea that if you help someone from a place of obligation or duty rather than a genuine open-hearted availability, with an awareness of your own capacity, then that person is actually going to pay for the help that you think you're giving, because it's going to have this mixture. You may well end up resenting them or judging them, and they're going to feel that there's going to be some kind of bad energy, for want of a better expression, between you. So I think that's one reason why helping people can be problematic, or trying to help people with suffering in general can be problematic. And I think another reason, which is perhaps a bigger issue, is that some people have not yet been able to acknowledge the depth of their own suffering. Now, it might well be that you've had a wonderful life, no suffering, no trauma, and that's great, but many people, by the time they get to a certain age at least, have got some baggage, some emotional baggage. And there's kind of different approaches to this. Some people will bury it in drink, drugs, workaholism, all the rest of it. Others may become a little bit more, kind of self-aware and get involved in things like personal growth, personal development, emotional healing, and all the rest of it. So another reason that someone's suffering can be triggering is that it reminds us of our own suffering that we haven't kind of fully acknowledged, we're maybe in some denial about, and it's kind of niggling. It's like, aha, you're suffering, my suffering, and it makes us aware of our suffering, and that can then create, it's just an unpleasant experience to be reminded of your own suffering. And then people sometimes will blame the person who was asking for help, who was needing emotional support, that somehow they've caused this suffering. And then I've seen it happen many times actually, and it's really sad, is that someone who's needing emotional help actually gets totally abandoned and neglected for reasons to do with the people that thought they were trying to help. And not necessarily any judgment about that, but they just haven't managed to address their own suffering, so it's too triggering, or they're doing it out of a sense of duty, so it's a kind of mixed, slightly poison chalice affair. So that's some thoughts on helping friends and loved ones with chronic illness. Thanks for watching.